Well, welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part 8 now of my time managing a ladies team for the first time in Football Manager 2026. And it is Portsmouth Ladies. Took them over at the beginning of last season, and well, the board requirement was, and the media requirement and everything was, avoid relegation at all costs, because we weren't a great team. We're still not that great a team. We have no money, and it was looking a bit of a lost cause. And it was, to be fair, early season wasn't great, but I made a few tweaks, and I managed to get a 5th place finish, which kind of astounded me, really. But anyway, yeah, we went into the transfer window, made some signings. I have actually made some more signings that are coming in January now, some free transfers, because I have tweaked the tactic and formation a little bit since the start of the season. So now, obviously, when you set your sights on a tactic and a formation, and then that's kind of not really working, you basically sign the players for that. So now I do need some more midfielders, and I've got 2 or 3 new players coming in January. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's jump into the game and let's see where we are. Let's just make sure we click the right buttons. So yeah, not doing too bad. 13 games played. We are in 3rd position at the moment. We can't beat Bristol City and Leicester to save our lives. So we're not that good yet. You know, let's not get too carried away. But 26 points out of 13 games. So we've won 8, drawn 2, lost 3. So it could certainly be a lot worse. We could be Stoke City or Wolves. We're doing a lot better than that. Okay, and let's just have a quick look here. So obviously it's a live stream. I don't play any games off camera. And we have got we've got Charlton now in the League Cup, but we are actually, it's done in like a league system in the women's football, the League Cup. We are out of that already, but of course we have to play this Charlton game now, which is a little bit of a shame, because you know, playing games that don't mean anything. But then unfortunately we've got a break then till the 14th of January. Not sorry, 14th, the 24th of January. I have actually put 2 friendlies in there just to keep us motoring along. But yeah, let's jump into the game. Let's swap mice around, because I do play with a mouse and a keyboard. If you're new around here, I play with a mouse and a keyboard. Don't use a controller. That was a car crash when the game first came out. Apparently they have fixed a lot of the things now, but I still prefer a mouse and a keyboard. And if anybody needs to know, anybody watching this on catch up, wireless keyboard and mouse, and just plug the receiver into the PS5, and it picks it up straight away. Plug and play, away you go. Okay, let's move into this Charlton game and let's see how we do. Like I say, I have organised in the last live stream that I did on Wednesday. I have organised 3 new players to come in. Here we go. Let's just have a quick look at this. Yeah, so there's 3 new players, all midfielders coming in, and well, actually, Ava Homer is a bid, so it looks like we've not actually got her yet. But anyway, yeah, let's. Hiya, Stevie. How are you doing? Yeah, no, I'm not doing too bad at all. Not doing too bad at all. Hiya, Liam. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's quite a bright evening here. I've got my blinds open, so it's quite bright at the moment, and quite a calm night as well, because it's been very windy the last couple of weeks. I need the wind to die down for Sunday, because my grandsons have got a game Sunday, and I'm using this new camera system, and it goes 14 feet up in the air. So I'm a little bit concerned that it, you know, going up that high up, if it's windy, it might blow over. But anyway, we've got the official tripod for it, which has got a really good base on it. So hopefully it won't do. Right, let's move into this Charlton game. I may as well play a full strength team in it. It doesn't really matter. The game means nothing, but then we don't have a game then until the 24th of January, other than the 2 friendlies that I've just organised. And Homer is set to join us. So they're free transfers, these, so they're not going to be stunningly amazing, but we do need a little bit of rotation option in that midfield area. I mean, she's 2-star with the potential to be 5. We'll have a look at those in January when they actually come in. But I think one of them is 25. The other 2 are kind of late teenagers, if you will. And but at the moment, we only have Kinzer and Ross, because I did sign a girl called Graham, who is a centre-back by trade, but she had all the credentials to play as a DM. However, I've been playing her there and she just isn't improving in that position. So she's now moved back and he's playing as a centre-back. So we really only have 2 bona fide DMs at the club. Let's just move into this game. And then I've got a lot of button clicking to do to get us through to the 24th of January. Like I say, I think we just play. Yeah, I think we just play. Let's just bring Graham in, I think. Bring Graham in there. Not well, I'm there. Gilmore. Graham, thank you. Slater Wilding. I think we're okay there. Let's just go into this game, get this game out of the way, and then what's going on here? Oh, that's it. Ross Kinzer. So these are the only 2 DMs we have at the club. I'm having to play centre backs there when I rotate, which obviously isn't ideal. Right, let's give that a save. Let's jump into this first game. And let's see how we do. So if there is anybody who has joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. And of course, Ross is on. He's on loan from Charlton. Right, okay then. So get a problem straight away for this game because I have nobody that I can put in there. Is Rouse a DM? Not really. Not really. And she would be the replacement for Rutherford. Yeah, I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. I kind of got a little bit interrupted there. Let's put Gilmore in there. And then I'm going to have to move these around as well, aren't I? Got a goalkeeper on the bench. Let's put Lovett in there. My word, one player that's not eligible for the game, and it causes so many bloody problems. Right, let's get into this game. So, like I say, I mean, other than the result and a good performance, this game doesn't really make a lot of difference. But a win and a confidence booster and playing some good football would actually be a bonus. But it doesn't really mean anything. We're out with this cup already, so makes no difference at all. Right, we have stepped it up. 8 shots, 2 on target. We're not doing an awful lot though. Right, here we go. Let's see if we can put something meaningful together. That's not a bad ball. It's not a bad ball at all. Was that a save by Burns? Burns has actually done okay since she came in. She looked very, very wobbly the first few games, but she's settled in there now. And there was a game that we just played against, I think, was it? Oh, it was Brighton, wasn't it? We played Brighton in the cup, and we were actually 2-0 up in that game. And in the first half, she made some saves that I've never seen before in Football Manager. She made one save to her left-hand side that was going in the very top corner and pushed it round the post. Unfortunately, we did get beaten that game 3-2. So, hiya Jay, how are you doing, mate? We are winning 1-0, by the way. Libby Gilmore gets in there and scores us a nice little goal. I think Gilmore is the one I've just brought in, isn't she, for Ross in midfield. Always helps to have a little bit of extra height in there, doesn't it? Although, to be fair, that has been one of the major problems, particularly in the goalkeeping area. But trying to find 6-foot females, they just don't exist in Football Manager. Keeper there makes a bit of a save. So it does stay 1-0. Yeah, nice little win in this one. Just a little bit of a morale booster going into the Christmas break. I'll put a couple of friendlies in there in January. And then I think the first game in January, 24th of January, is Sunderland. Keeper likes saving stuff with her feet. She didn't save that one though, did she? So Polly, our striker. It's a Christian name. It was Polly something something. So I just thought, you know what? Freeze. I just gave her the nickname Polly. So we just call her Polly now. It's Wooly and Polly up front. Nice 2-0. Okay. We need to play like this when we play the likes of Bristol City and Leicester, though. I mean, I think it's going to be very difficult for us. I think the best we can hope for is if there's a playoff place, that's probably the best we can hope for, because I don't think we're going to get into an automatic promotion spot. Looks a bit like the Christmas tree formation. Yeah, it's just something a little bit different, isn't it? Really, it's. I did have something different set up, but I tweaked it, and I'm bringing some extra players in January, just to. I'm the firm believer if you lose a couple of games, then change it. Don't wait. Just change it, because. Hiya, Mike. How are you doing? But yeah, we're doing all right at the moment. I'm reasonably happy. Board requirement this season, they've upped their game. They want mid-table, so there's no talk of relegation now. They want mid-table, which is fine by me. I always like my board to have a little bit of ambition. The problem is we still don't have an awful lot of money, but there you go. You can't win them all. Oh, my word. I mean, Kins at there. I mean, the goalkeeper should have saved that. She looks very tiny there, goalkeeper, though. Very, very tiny. I think that was she unsighted? You seem to get a lot of these in women's football. These long daisy cutters. It's either a long daisy cutter or it's in the top corner. Which, I mean, basically she needed to be 6 foot there, didn't she, to dive and then touch that round the post. I'm guessing she's probably about 5'4". So if I was a manager in women's football, other than Football Manager, I would just be saying to the girls, you know what, when you get the chance, just welly the bloody thing, because these keepers are so tiny. Something Milan formation. Just they moved up to a striker. Now we just need a midfield of Gattuso, Seedorf. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. That would kind of break gender rules, though, wouldn't it, Mike? Seeing as it's a female team. But I know what you mean. Yeah, well, you never know. You never know. I mean, I've got a few seasons at this, and let's see how far we can take them. It may well be that we're going to get nowhere near the Manchester Cities and the Chelseas, etc. And just give it a go. It's it's just a bit of a fun save, this one. And you never know, with maybe get a few more bums on seats and maybe get a little bit more money in. And we might possibly be able to sign a few half decent players. Although, to be fair, I think we've got one or two already, but obviously when you get in the Premier League, you do need to step it up a little bit, don't you? Right, let's drop into our more defensive tactic. Right, okay. So I think it's Owen. Is it Owen that side or is it Owen the other side? It might be Owen the other side, actually. I need somebody to put on that side for Rutherford. This midfield situation is causing me a lot of problems. We can put Rouse out there. I don't think she's the greatest left wide midfielder, but it is what it is. Cone can go in there, and Mustaki can come outside there. Let's just have a look at this now. Rouse needs to change over. Gilmore, Cone, Graham, Wilding. Yep. Sorted. Okay, one more change to make. Hiya, Alexander, mate. How are you doing? Need to see how the new gens work in the Women's League. Yeah. Charlton's. I swear Charlton's right midfielder is an influencer. Nice little one by Cone. Bit of experience there. And sets us up on a nice attack there. And Jess Woolley puts the ball in the back of the net. That was kind of all created by Cone, who is my centre-back. She was my starting centre-back until Graham took over. But Cone, great anticipation, wins the ball, knocks it forward, and Woolley just chips that one into the back of the net. And of course, once again, you see there, she's chipped it out of the way of the goalkeeper's arms, which are not very long. So it's a fairly simple premise. The more I play women's football, it's a fairly simple premise. I mean, look at the size of that bloody... Oh, no, that's our goalkeeper, isn't it? I mean, our goalkeeper's not that tall. They look like midgets in goal, don't they? Tiny. But I did try and search. I put in the search parameters. Goalkeeper. Yep. UK and Irish. Yep. 6 foot tall. Yep. 3 came up. And none of them were any good. Right. Okie dokie. You see, look like Rouse, Cone, Gilmore. None of them can play in those positions. That's why I've got players coming in. Hopefully they will do the job for me. Wilding. Let's bring Bull in, I think. And she plays for Wales. A little bit disappointed we've conceded one. And you can't have everything, can you? But a little bit disappointing that. But it looks like we are going and for. I mean, it makes no difference. This result is just, it's other than for morale, confidence going forward, it's a nice little run out for us. But we are out of the League Cup anyway, so it makes absolutely no difference. Okay, let's address the team. Delighted. Let's go, Pompey. It looks like that in real life too. Goalkeeping is where you notice the biggest difference in quality between the women's and men's game. I mean, I was going to say in the last live stream, and I thought I won't say that because it's not really politically correct. But if in women's football, and I don't watch a lot of women's football, I have to say, I did go and watch City Women's last season play Everton at home, and the skill level was amazing. I was really not shocked because I watched some, I watched the the England women's team, and they are very very skillful players. So, but the strength, the technical ability, and everything was just brilliant. But I never really thought about that before, and I'm going to say it now, whether it's politically correct or not. I do wonder whether for women's football, if they struggle to get 6 foot goalkeepers, whether they shouldn't make the goals a little bit smaller. Now, the women might have an absolute hissy fit about that and say, "Oh, you're treating us differently," blah 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 blah. But what I'm seeing here, I know it's on a computer game, but what I'm seeing here, we've just scored a daisy cutter that should have been saved very easily. Keeper goes down to her left, and because she's only 5'4", 5'5", she can't get a finger to it. We've seen many goals last season with Portsmouth where the ball was just wellied from distance into the top corner. The keeper can't get to it. So I don't know. Is that not politically correct? I don't know. Not a bad idea, says Jason. I'm not trying to be clever. I'm not trying to be smart. I'm not being disingenuous against women's football at all. But from what I've seen here playing it, and this is why I wanted to do a women's save, because at the end of the day, I didn't know how the dynamics would work. And, there are quite a few things I've learned about women's football from playing this. But one of the main ones is that, the goalkeepers, you just can't get. I dropped my parameters to 5'11", still none. There was still only 3 goalkeepers. So, and none of them were any good. When we played at kids level, the goals were smaller as we were smaller. Well, you know what, Jason? So I suppose my kind of I don't know what the word for it is. The education is the wrong word completely, but my education on what I'm watching now in women's football has come from watching my grandkids play football. So we've gone through. Have we gone through 3 different sizes of nets or just 2? It might just be 2, because I think they started playing at 7 and under, and we were playing in quite small nets. And as the year went on, as the season went on, you could clearly see, because the lads were growing so quickly, that they looked silly in the nets because they were just too tall for them. But then, of course, then you go into the next age group, and then the nets get bigger then. And now they're at a stage, I think they're at a stage again now where they might need bigger nets. I don't know whether full size, but I don't know whether at this age group, I don't know whether, or in junior football, whether there's anything between the nets that they've got now and the full size ones. I don't think there is. I think there's only 3 sizes. But that's my education in it. So I'm applying that now to this, because I've seen them go through that. They at 7 years old, they look. I mean, I've got videos of them when they were playing at 7, and they're unrecognisable to what they are now. Like one of my grandsons, he's only, I think he's about 3 inches off being as tall as me. He's going on 12. He's kind of a young man already. He's very, very tall. But he plays at centre back, so he's very good. He's quick, strong, and he can nudge players off the ball. But yeah, the height thing is agreed. That's the first thing I thought of, but it should have happened way before now. There's no way they're making the goal smaller now. No, exactly, Mike. No, mini me in goal. I don't know. Like I say, I personally think that if you suggested to any women in football that they should have smaller goals, they would be absolutely aghast at that. And you would probably get called all the names under the sun. So, but like I say, it's just an observation. If you're like Donnarumma, he's 6'4", 6'5". So, you know, it's not surprising that he can get up and punch. I mean, that's a debate on its own, but at corners he can get up and punch the ball out, you know, and he can get up to the corners and great shot stopping. 6'4", 6 foot. You know, I'm guessing in the world of football there are not many 6'4", 6'5" in the world of football, women's football. There are not many 6'4", 6'5" goalkeepers. I'm guessing. Can't speak for them, but they take offence. Yeah, getting tennis that their prize money is less. Yeah, I mean, you know, I understand that. I understand that you know that they would take offence. I mean, you know, I mean, I've got a daughter and two granddaughters, and I'm going to have another granddaughter in 2 weeks' time. She's on the way, so I'm a big champion of women in society for anything. You know, it's I've you know, I think when you have a daughter, it changes your psyche a lot, and then when you have granddaughters as well, it changes it even more. So I'm a big championer of women in anything. So what I said is not, I'm not trying to be derogatory or anything, but it's just it's an observation, that's all. Anyway, it is what it is. It's the same in basketball. The baskets are the same height as the men's game, which takes complete out. Right, dunking the ball. I hadn't even thought of that one, Mike. I mean, very, very good. Because you see that, I suppose that's the thing, the inception of these things. So when the very first, you know, men have been playing basketball for years, and then the very first women's basketball team comes along, and you can imagine the conversation. Would you like the net lowering? And all of the women would say, "Are you being what are you on? Are you being rude? What do you mean? So we're not as good as men?" You can imagine the conversation, can't you? So yeah, it's not going to change, is it really? If you have just joined the live stream, it's not it's not a debate about men and women in society. We're playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am actually managing Portsmouth Ladies, and not doing too bad in my second season. Yeah, so we're coming on, Chris. I have put some I put some friendlies in here. All right, okay. So they put, wow, right, okay. So we've got the Women's FA Cup 4th round against Leicester. All right, okay. Now, I think I did say this, didn't I? I did say this in the live stream. So generally what happens with me with Football Manager, they'll give me an easy tie for the 3rd round. And then the 4th round, I will always get a Manchester City or a Chelsea or something like that. So they've done the same thing here. So I got through against Moneyfields in the 3rd round. 4th round, they've probably given me the hardest game that I could have, because I can't beat Leicester. But we do have to look at this now, because so if we're playing on the 14th, right, let's take that one out, and then they can have, yeah, we'll take that one out. Let's cancel that one. Right, that was a bit sneaky. That wasn't there before. Very sneaky. Hiya, Daniel. How are you doing, mate? Right, let's push on then. So the next game now is the 14th of January. So in between time, we should get these new players in. Yeah, there's no point in putting those 2 friendlies in. And I can put 1 in, but Rutherford's injured, 1 to 2 days. Need to do a save as well, don't I? I don't think I've... we've got 2 more injuries here. Humphreys and Ferguson. I mean, they're not kicking a ball at the moment. I mean, in fact, it's the 21st of December. They should be at home getting themselves sorted out for Christmas. What are they doing getting injured? All right, what's this one? 3 to 5 weeks. Ferguson, 2 weeks. So I've got 3 players coming in, and now they're injuring multiple players for me. That's going to be an interesting game against Leicester in the FA Cup. It is at home as well. Right, well, Father Christmas has been and gone. So we're heading into the new year now. Kins is now taken ill. She's out 3 to 4 days. I'm counting now. Is that 4 injuries that we've got, all in December when they're not kicking a football? So that's 4 injuries up to now. Lovett has now been taken ill. Shortlisted players nearing the end of the contract. I mean, she's okay, but she's shortlisted already. I mean, I would definitely sign her, but and her as well. Oh, she's 30 years old. Mind you, to be fair, I have to 24-year-old striker. 5'11 striker with a jumping reach of 16. Okay. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Daniel. How old? Are you a young whippersnapper, or are you of a more mature age? That's 5 players now injured. And the count goes on. Right, so we're nearly 10,000 in the red in the bank, and well, we will be more than 460 over the wage budget. Yeah, I don't really believe in changing that, if I'm honest. 16. So you're a young whippersnapper then. And just load the database, so I'm pretending I'm Eddie Howe's replacement. Oh my God. Yeah, I've been watching a few YouTube videos today on these new Premier League rules and regulations and how Aston Villa and Newcastle are being affected. And yeah, it's a bit murky, isn't it, really? I mean, imagine being a Newcastle fan. You're meant to be the wealthiest team in world football, and then you sell Anthony Gordon, a Tonali, and Guimaraes is meant to be going as well. Yeah, it's a weird one. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. And I've just been offered a new contract, new 2-year contract on £675 a week to extend our working relationship together. I mean, I'm absolutely fine with that. I've no intention of going anywhere else. So that's because I was offered the Wolves job in the last episode, which would have actually been quite an interesting team to manage because they are looking relegation at the moment. But anyway, we're not doing that. So and they ain't though. The owners of the club makes sod all. Yeah, I know, I know. Hiya Barry, how are you doing, mate? So you're playing a touch version, playing around at other times in a small, very low league club, but it doesn't on PC. I've no idea. I've never played the touch version, Barry. Never played the touch version. The only thing I can think of is it's a bit of a glitch on the coding for the touch version. But I've literally never played that, so I wouldn't know. Right, okay. So we should be signing these new players here. Well, I must be doing something right, mustn't I? Because to get offered a new contract is very good. Have they've just come in then, have they, and not? Let's have a look. They actually I don't think they have they? They've not arrived. It's not saying anything in here in transfer activity. I mean, they're all there. First of the first, Homer, Williams, and Evans. Oh, unless. Well, there's Williams. It may well be that they've gone into the reserve squad. Yeah, they have. Oh, what's happening with her? Twisted ankle. Great. So one of the players I brought in then is injured. Right, that's why they're not showing up. Okay. Right, okay, so let me just have a look at these now. Oh, there's one of them. Can't see the wood for the trees. Oh, here we go. So she's in Williams. She's a 25-year-old. Can play centre mid. Right, okay. Right, so I just need to write these down. So we've got Williams. She's very right-footed. We've got Homer, who is, I mean, her marking and tackling is not great, is it? Might need to put her on some individual. Right, okay, so we've got Homer. She's left and right-footed. And who was the other one? I've done Williams, haven't I? Yeah. Williams, Homer, and... Oh, that's right. That James Evans. Right, okay. But she's coming in injured. Right-footed. If anybody doesn't know what I'm doing, I make my own squad planner out because I find this so much easier to... I've designed this and I print them out, and then I can just write on it and tip X them out if they get sold or whatever. But I prefer to do that. So when I'm looking over, I'm looking at my squad planner. Right, okay. Oh, that's how she's got injured. She played in the bloody reserves. Missed that. I'm kind of wondering whether Wimbledon 14th and then the 17th. Right, let's organise this a bit differently. I think we need a friendly on the 10th or 11th. So let's cancel that one. So I think we need a friendly. Let's go for the 11th. And then Loughborough, Notts County. Let's go in Notts County. Because then that means the 11th, 17th, and then the 24th. Let's just space it out a little bit better. Yeah, not bad, Daniel. Not bad at all today. I've been playing Avatar again today. So I did all my washing and drying, and then I was playing Avatar. So it's a strange game, Avatar. On the one hand, it's my kind of game. It's very much like playing Assassin's Creed, because you basically, I mean, you have lots of different weapons, but you have a bow and arrow. Love games with bow and arrows. So and you're going around these RDA facilities and taking them out and closing them down and stuff. But then there's lots of there's a lot of quests where you have to make potions or meals or colours, and that means going out and foraging for the fruit that makes them. And there's a whole system about picking. You can't just go up and click a button and it's done. Like World of Warcraft, if you wanted to make a new waistcoat, it'd be like 25 leather and a bit of thread. That'd be it, done. No, it's a very complex game, Avatar. Very, very complex. And very often they'll say, right, you need this plant and this plant, and those two together will make this recipe, and then you've completed that quest. But those two plants can only be picked when it's raining to get the best quality. So you've got to wait for it to rain, and it doesn't rain a lot in Avatar. So it's a good game, but it's a bit frustrating. The GG clipboard trademark featured in FM27. You never know, Mike. Nice productive day. Yeah, Assassin's Creed's a great game. I would definitely recommend Avatar, but it's not one of them games you can just pick up and just play it. There's a lot of research you need to do, and I mean, like I've started writing them down. So when it says, right, go and pick this piece of what's it? It won't show you where it is. It'll say, oh, you should be able to get it on the Shattered Ridge. Where's that? I've been all around the map. I can't find a Shattered Ridge anywhere. There's loads of the map that I've not opened up yet, so I'm guessing it's on one of them. Or you can get better quality ones along the Moonlit River. Okay, I know where that is, but it's a bloody long river. So where? I mean, fortunately, you can pin them, and then if you're flying over them or you get near them, then they do glow, and then you know you're in the right area. I am getting the hang of it a bit more. There was one that was a nightmare, and I knew it was going to be a nightmare. So it said, right, go and collect these two pieces of fruit, and one of them was reasonably easy to get. The other one was so in Avatar you can get on, like if you're on a high cliff and you have to get to the bottom. I mean, I've got an Ikran now, so I can fly, but before that, what you do is you find these big palm trees, really tall trees, and you jump off, and then the leaves, that they stop you dying. Basically, they break your fall. But the fruit is underneath these leaves. So what you've got to do is you've got to get on your Ikran, fly over them, press circle, and that circle has got to go like that to drop off. So bearing in mind, you're pressing circle. By the time you've jumped off, you pass the bloody tree. But then on the way down, you've got to spam square to try and catch this fruit on your way down. I mean, I did it, but it took me about 4 goes to do it. So it's a good game, but not easy. Oh my god, you're making me want to start WoW again. I mean, I must admit, Liam, I think I probably will go back to WoW, maybe in the winter, because I love WoW. The problem for me is I played it for I don't know how many years. I mean, I have two full characters on 2 different servers, so I've filled up the character allocation on two servers. I have so many characters. It's just ridiculous. We've played it for years and years and years. So I have gone back to it now and again, but I kind of get bored with it pretty quickly now because I have played it a lot. And it does get a little bit samey, doesn't it, really? Witcher 4, right? Okay then. Um, yeah, I played. I played World of Warcraft, Liam, from more or less when it very first came out. My son was like, what was he, about 18? I mean, he's 40 this weekend. So I think he was about, would he be 18, 20, something like that? And we had a bakery at the time, and I remember him like coming to me saying, "Oh, Dad, I'm playing this new game." So I'm like, "All right, okay then." Um, and then he showed me this game, and he's like, "Yeah, that's my character," and I've got all these people running past me, and I'm like, "Bloody hell, that's revolutionary! What's going on there?" And he said, "Oh, it's like an MMO, it's like open world and all of that kind of malarkey." Um, so I had only just got into playing. I was playing Settlers at the time, and I was only just got into playing games. And then I think while he was doing that, he said, "Do you want to have a go?" He said, "You can like use my account," and so he set me up with a rogue. And I have to say, I never played a rogue after that because I don't like rogues. I always did spellcasters after that, priests, mages, that kind of thing, druids. But yeah, I did that. I did it for years and years and years. And then when Classic came out, I played that. I've not played it for a good few years now, so I've not really. I know my son still, he has all his gaming mates, so they play that very often. But yeah, it's good. It was a good game. Good game. Um, Cameron. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah, Villa are just like they're in the middle of all of this financial stuff, aren't they, at the moment? That mm, um, yeah, Daniel. Well, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it, but you have to have a lot of patience. It's not a game you can jump into. Like I was just saying there about World of Warcraft. So, you can craft in that if you want to become like a leather worker or a cloth worker or whatever. You can go out and you can, let's say you were a warrior and you wanted to make yourself a new garb to put on. And so you would go out and you would farm, say, I don't know how many, like 35 heavy leathers or something like that. And then you'd go and buy the stitching and then you would just go to a workbench and you'd make it. This is like it's crafting on speed. It's bonkers. The crafting is just bonkers because it's not like, oh, you can't just say, right, I've a recipe, or well, let's say you wanted to make a new bow. You can't just go out and farm a few sticks for it, because those sticks have to be either superior or exquisite. And to get them superior or exquisite, it's either got to be nighttime or it's got to be raining. You've got to pull them off at the right angle. It's not for the faint-hearted, but yeah, I mean, 16 years old, you should have all the patience in the world, shouldn't you? Doing the dodgy deals with Chelsea. Yeah, you're in good company there, Cameron. Very good company. There's a report come out of something, aren't there, today? I've just seen one of the City analysts just before I came on, and I mean, let's promise her a loan. Polly's been taken ill now. How long's she out for? Sent home 3 to 4 days. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be without her. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. I do play it on a PS5, and I do play with a keyboard and mouse as well, importantly. I don't play with a controller. Do not get me started on Chelsea. Yeah, it was a weird one today. I was watching like a interview thing with it was a city based analyst, and he was going on about Chelsea, and the interview was saying to him, like, Chelsea have found all these loopholes, and he was like, well, I don't think we can call them loopholes. And I'm like, hold on a minute, you're bloody City, what are you doing? You can't call them loopholes. If you're selling your women's team back to yourself and your hotel and stuff like that, that's a bit weird. And they're fans of the brass nerve to call City cheats. Yeah. Sometimes patience is for people like me, though. Yeah, you have got to be very. It's a great game. In Assassin's Creed, I mean, most of them have this. Like you get these forts, don't you? That, like in Assassin's Creed Shadows, you had these forts, but they had like elite people in them that you had to go in, and it was like, right, kill 3 of them, and then then you can loot the chest and whatever. Well, Avatar is just like that. Only there are RDA facilities where they're mining for all these minerals and stuff, and they're pumping out all this thick black smoke. And when you get there, when you get within, a few hundred yards of the facility, all the plants and animals and everything are all dead. There's just nothing happening. and you get up to the facility, and then you can do it two ways. You can either go and kill all the stuff that's inside, because they've got these big, well, the people inside these big mechanical robots, and then they've got other people around as well, and they have gunners as well around, some of them. So you can either take all them out, or you can sneak in, disable the facility, and then it blows up and they all die anyway. But as soon as you do that, all the flora and fauna and animals all come back, and it's great. It's a very, very good game. Very good game. Liam, how come you don't play on PC? So I started on PC, Liam. I have another channel called the Gobby Gaffer, and that's still up and running. You can go and watch videos on that if you want, but I've not played on there for ages. Yeah, I started doing it, and then I wasn't getting a lot of traction. And one day I was watching a live stream, and the lad who was doing the live stream said that, you know, if anybody knows how to do all of this, like editing software, like streaming. So if anybody knows how to do it all, and you want to go and play the console version, there's a big opening. So I thought, you know what, I'm doing it. And I've not looked back really. It's been a good experience. The console version obviously is very watered down, but my channel, I do enjoy playing it. There's some things that drive me mad, but I do enjoy playing this version. But my channel has done a lot better than the Gobby Gaffer channel ever did. I like your Baldur's Gate. That's a bit dark. What's a bit dark? What, the everything being dead? It's great though when you kill it all off. Oh, I think I'd like Baldur's Gate. It's weird because there's quite a lot of videos being recommended to me at the moment about people going back and playing Baldur's Gate. I don't know, that Baldur's Gate was one of my son's big games. Oh, for God's sake, can you please stop giving me, I'm trying to concentrate here on talking and whatever. Stop giving me injuries. I don't need them. I brought 3 players in. I'm probably going to have to use them all now because I've got so many bloody injuries. Stop doing it. Driving me bloody mad. Ever play any Battlefields? No. I think Battlefields is first person, isn't it? And I don't do first person. A gap in the market, they say. Yeah, exactly. Calm down on your cold. I know. I know. Yeah, but you know me by now, Jason. It doesn't take a lot for me to throw my toys out of the pram. Spurs in offer for Meehan. 59,000? Really? What? How much did we pay for her? We got her free. That's 115,000. I mean, I don't think a club like Portsmouth, because at the moment we've got to be a selling club, haven't we? We're not good enough to be No. You can't have any of our players. I think that's a good deal, you know. Let's just have a look at the offer. Oh, it's locked in. All right, so it's 35 at the moment. Right, okay. I mean, it doesn't look as good, that, does it? But having said that, we didn't pay anything for her. 35,000. I mean, that would virtually wipe out our debt in the bank. I think we're going to accept that. Right, hold on a minute. Let's just try and work the old let's try and work this. Baldur's Gate 3 is my favourite game of all time. For that, Baldur's Gate 2, so it comes out recommended from me. Yeah, it's top down, isn't it? Is it not a top down game? How am I doing in the league? I'm third at the moment, Cameron. Imagine if it was ACL and all. TV with the eyes green Hulks. No. That's such a promising player. It is, but like I say, we got her for nothing. So that would be a very good bit of business for us. But I'm trying to work, I've done this before. Let's just see if we can work this to try and get a bit more money for her. Because if offers are coming in, then I think we need to save, don't we? I mean, she's not happy because she's not playing at the moment, and I have told her she can go out on loan. So, I mean, it's having an unhappy player around, isn't it? The default camera is top down, but if you zoom into the max, it's close to third person. Oh, is it really? Right, okay. I mean, it does keep coming up on my YouTube feed, and I keep skipping over it because I'm thinking, yeah, top down, don't really do them. Not really top down, but isometric. Yeah. Yeah, I might give one of those a watch then, Baldur's Gate. My son would be proper impressed if I started playing Baldur's Gate. Right. Okay. And it doesn't look at this moment in time like we're going to get any offers then, are we? Maybe I've gone a bit too much at 100. Yeah, maybe I've gone a bit too much at 100. Let's go 65. Right, okay. Right, so I'm surprised actually we've got a first team to pick from with all of those injuries. Right, Rouse can come in the middle of the park. So that's okay. Ross wants to come in there. And then we've got right, Homer. 5'5", 18 years old, 2-star, 5-star potential. 11 for tackling. Who else was it? James Evans is still injured. The other one, was it Williams? 25 years old she is, isn't she? Right, okay. Right, I think what's going on with Ross? Oh, Ross is injured as well. Right, okay. Right, so we'll bring Williams in, I think, and put her in there. She can cover for Rutherford. So she's injured. So the only one I've got out of the players I've brought in then are oh my God, come on, I'm doing Homer. That's the one. Homer. Let's do that. So Homer, I think, is going to have to play. But I don't think she can play, mate, can she? No. Can Kinsit play, mate? She's more of a defensive midfielder. Rouse can definitely play, mate. Right, let's make her then. Let's make her a midfield playmaker, and she can just be a DM. Footedness, left and right, very strong. Kinzer. Right, okay. I mean, that'll do. That'll do. Ferguson, Graham, Wilding. Let's just check this, make sure this is all right. Rouse, Homer, Kinzer. Yeah. Right, let's get some football played. Yeah, I used to play quite a few PC games, but and then I got to the point where I thought, you know what? Let's come into the modern age and let's buy a PS4. So I bought myself a PS4, and then I bought myself a PS5. But I am enjoying Avatar. It's one of them games that it can be quite frustrating, but then when you actually complete a mission, it's very satisfying. I mean, getting the Ikran, that was like a 3-hour mission. That getting the Ikran, because they have these floating rocks up in the sky, and you've got to get up right up to the very top one, and then you've got to tame an Ikran, and then you can fly it. Getting up all of them rocks, what a mission! Starfield, it is on my list, Mike. It is on my list. Good save, Burns. Yeah, it is. It is on my list. Starfield. And what I'm saying, go to PC, not P6 due to this digital business, but PC is digital, just not the same gaming on PC. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to have to get used to that, I'm afraid. I'm not happy about it, but what can I do? I'm just going to have to go to digital. I don't know how companies like CEX are going to go on, though. Although they have expanded. I mean, they do phones and PC bits and all kinds of stuff now. But I would imagine, I mean, I don't know what their percentage of turnover is of games on disc, but okay, so we're doing our usual performance against Leicester. We're getting absolutely battered. So once again, not great. Well won. Save. I've got one PS5 game on disc, about 30 on digital. Can't get scratched, yeah. CEX are very good with that, though. I think I've only ever, in all the time I've been using them, only ever had one game because they say every game's inspected, and I know that's not true because I have had games where they've had fingerprints on them, but I did get one game that was just full of fingerprints. It played. It was I cleaned it and it was all right. It played, but clearly their marketing of, you know, we check every game. They don't. But I mean, I would say 100% every game I've had from them has been fine. It's not been a problem. And I really look after my games. I mean, I was brought up on vinyl albums, so I really look after my games. There you go, you see, a chip over the top. That's a classic goal in women's football. If you give us the opportunity to reduce production, transportation costs to zero, they always take it, and full digital was inevitable. Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's. I don't think it's. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to understand that, do you, Mike? It's just, it was always coming, but then, when it does arrive, it's quite disappointing. But it is what it is. I'll just have to build up a catalogue of. You don't need to give them a penalty as well. They're battering us already. Come on. Yeah, I was just going to have to get used to downloading games digitally. Although I'm to be honest, I've not really given it any thought. I mean, I know it's happening. I've given it no thought whatsoever. I mean, now I'm thinking about it. So I never ever buy a game brand new. Never. So I wait on CEX until a game hits about 30 quid or something like that, and then I'll trade in for it or buy it then. So in theory now, I'm going to have to pay full price for every single game that I buy, aren't I? Unless they have special deals on. Did he do that? Do PlayStation do that? I mean, we're going to have to be angry because that's just. We need to be better, girls, against these teams, I'm afraid. We were 2-0 up against Bristol City, against Brighton, and then lost 3-2. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. If there is anybody in the stream who's not subscribed to the channel, I was going to say I'm aiming for 1,700. I did actually hit 1,700 on Wednesday night. In fact, I put 6 new subscribers on. So the next target now is 1,800. The big target, obviously, is 2,000. But yeah, it would help the channel greatly if you could subscribe. Give the video a like. Hit the notification bell. That's quite important because I do have videos going up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, managing at Lulatano over in Portugal. That's quite an interesting save. Brazilian only save, that one. So buffer, even if I didn't agree with full digital, my last purchase PS5 is the digital version, no disc player. Yeah. So obviously the disc player will be phased out then, won't it, over time? Is the digital only version, is that not cheaper though than the disc player? So I wonder if it is. I wonder how long they'll take them to increase the price of the digital only PS5 to the same price. I'm sure they will probably do that. I'll have to play it by ear, I suppose. Play it by ear. There's a store and there's always deals on. Yeah, I mean, that's great, but I am very picky with games. I'm very fussy about my games, so it takes me weeks and weeks to select a game because it's got to be third person. It's got to be, well, it's got to be a game that I like playing. And whoa, it's 3-2. And well, not win it. The Football Manager does this. It gives you a little bit of a carrot, doesn't it? And then it'll be like, oh, that's it. You're done now. So we will lose it 3-2, but let's make a few changes. Let's bring Whitefoot on up top. Let's change the fullbacks. And then I've got Williams that can come on. Can Williams play attacking mid? She can. So Williams can come on for Primer. 73 minutes. Right, okay. So having brought in 3 players, I'm still struggling for the DM department. Let's bring Cohen in. She actually scored from a corner, didn't she? So Whitefoot, yeah. Let me just pause that a second. I just need to catch up with the chat. It's 80 to 100 quid cheaper, give or take. Right, okay then. But I wonder how long it'll take them to make it the same price as the one, even though they're not producing that anymore. Sub to the Gobby Gaffer channel. We'll watch your FM23 live stream series later. Yeah, somebody asked me that, Ginger, about the... I didn't realise I'd been live streaming in FM23. I mean, to be fair, Ginger, that channel's dead now. I'm never going back to it because I don't think there's any point, really. I mean, I like playing the console version. I've built a little bit of a community here, so I'm quite happy where I am. Just me seeing him in the transfer window, I know. The problem with the full digital is we, the customer, lose all resale value on the product we purchased. Yeah, well, exactly. You're such a goated YouTuber. Thanks, Daniel. Oh, God. I mean, I'd rather be called goated than... what did I get called the other day? Oh, Unk. I got called Unk the other day, so... It's 3-3. I have no idea what's going on here. We were 3-0 down, and then the game is decided it's going to let us have 3 goals. I've literally no idea what's going on. I mean, shall we give him... No, I'm saying nothing. I'm not doing anything. Saying nothing. I made all my 5 changes, didn't I? Should we give him a demand more? It certainly can't hurt, can it? Goat means greatest of all time. Yeah, I know, Daniel. Feed the goat and he will score. Didn't mean actual goat. I know you didn't, Daniel. I know. Oh, I thought we were going to get a pen then. Oh my word. What? What does this go to now? Oh, extra time. I mean, I've got to be delighted by that, surely. Can I make one more change? Not that I've got anybody to use, but... I mean, Ross is injured. Dare I bring her on? I mean, you know what? No, hold on a minute. So Ross is injured. So that means she's either going to create a goal or score a goal. All right, okay, I'm with it now. I'm on board with this. Extra time. Right, Ross. Ross is either going to create or score a goal here. You heard it here first. This is the way that Football Manager works. How have we come back? 3 goals against Leicester. What's going on there? This has got penalty shootout, this. It's got penalty shootout written all over it. Well, that was entertaining, wasn't it? Ooh. Oh. I mean, they've scored 3 very, very easy goals. They've cut us open like a knife through butter, so. Oh, got away with one. Gordon Bennett. Is it going to go to pens? Let's do fire up. Come on, girls. Fire up. One last chance. This is going to go sailing over the bar, this one. They usually do at this stage of the game. Lost the ball so easily there and cut us open there. Oh, what a save from Burns. Goat unk. It will need a new dictionary. Exactly. Oh, God. Oh, it's fine. My granddaughter calls me broski. I mean, I get messages from her, and I think she thinks she's talking to her 15-year-old mates. I didn't go to training on Tuesday, boys' training. She went. So she's messaging me. Where are you, broski? Broski. Oh, I'm 74 this year. GG conspiracy theory, I know. Squeaky bum time. Don't forget clown. Oh, yeah, don't forget clown. Yes, Jason, I was called a clown once, wasn't I? Yeah, I forgot about that one. Right. Okay, penalties. Well, we don't really have anybody, do we? Polly, Lily Whitefoot, and then Mia Ross, and Rouse. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? First goal scored. Nice. Yeah, I forgot about that one, Jason. That's one of my proudest moments, I think, that. Being called a clown on a live stream. I should have a badge made, shouldn't I? Instead of GG, should have a badge made saying you're a clown. I bet all the Portsmouth fans who stayed at home, I bet they're as sick as a chip now, even though it is chucking it down. It's just what you want in an exciting penalty shootout. I have to say, it's the worst way of settling a football game ever. I'm so against penalty shootouts. Don't do a Gabriel or Tar. Yeah, well, we shall see. Well, I was saying the other day that I can't remember whenever I did. I don't know whether you would class this as a giant killing, but I don't think I've ever done a giant killing in Football Manager. Here's Ross. She's injured. Slides it in the back of the net. Nice. Right, Burns, we just need you to. The problem with the penalties is that it's this height issue again, isn't it? So if you keep them, well, I suppose you could hit them high, but if you keep them low and away from the goalkeeper and inside the post, you're going to score, aren't you? It's there. Celeste Borrell scores. Come on, Rouse. You've got the experience. Stick this one in the back of the net. She scored as well. 4-3. Come on, Burns. I mean, have we got any faith in one of these short goalkeepers saving? Unless they put it straight and chip it into her arms, I can't see her saving a penalty. It's going to have to be a post, a crossbar, or blasting it. Oh, Burns! She heard me then. She heard me. If they miss, terminate the contracts. We've actually just beaten Leicester on penalties, and Burns saved one, which completely. Yeah, I think I should just keep my. I think I should just keep my gob shut actually, because delighted. Right, when's the next game now? Let's have a look. Given the fact that we played extra time in that one. Oh, we've got 7 days till the next game. Right, but we will. I think we'll give them some rest time because that was tough, wasn't it? That. Right, rest players. I think we're going to give them 4 days off. They got through that. No, exactly. Yeah, it's that's a bit of a first for me, I have to say. I don't normally win games like that. Maybe the tide is turning. A thrilling encounter. And it was as well. We've received 54k for that. Right, what's happening with this? Look at it. So, look who we've got in the next round. Manchester United. I mean, you couldn't give them as easy a tie, could you? So who is there? Dear me. So there's Everton, Birmingham, Charlton, Oxford, Plymouth, West Ham, and London City. And we have to get Manchester United. It's probably the hardest draw we could have got, I suppose. Oh well, it is what it is. What a weird game that was. I mean, I'd given up. With 3-0 down, I'd given up. I was just concentrating on the chat. Then we come back and score 3 goals. What a weird game that was. If you have just shown the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. And I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. And my little trick there that I've used before to good effect has not worked. So Mean is going to Spurs. Just park the plane. Titanic, anything would be better than the defence sometimes. To be honest, though, the money was quite nice in that, wasn't it? 54k. So we're at, with me and Sale as well, we're actually 57k to the good in the bank now. I have got 47k to spend as well. Neil Murphy, 23-year-old Scottish. I mean, she would need to go somewhere, I think, though, to beat Slater and Mustaki. How does she compare to Primer? Sometimes the brick wall, sometimes as leaky as my kitchen tap. Lucy Parry. 4-star with the potential to be 5. How does she compare to Wilding? Hmm. One time I tried to replicate an unbeatable season and ended up being a team that he just can't lose against. Do I? So there's no playoff places in WSL2 then, are there not? Because we're way off Leicester and Bristol City. Unless they go on bad runs. A 5'11" keeper. Where was she when I was looking for a keeper? 26. I don't know whether to spend or save it for the summer transfer window. Where do we play United down here? 24th, 31st. Southampton away next. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Portsmouth Ladies and doing not too bad in my second season. First season started as a bit of a car crash. It was horrendous, but then I did pick them up and we finished 5th. Second season now, we're doing all right. We're in 3rd at the moment. Most challenging team to manage. Oh, there's loads of them, Daniel. There's loads of challenging teams to manage. It's like pick any one from 100, isn't it, really? I mean, I think, if you're asking me which is mine, I think this has got to be close to it, because if we'd have got relegated last season, I would have got sacked, and I haven't been sacked in Football Manager for a long time now. So, but last season, just tweaking it and keep moving it around, and we did finish 5th. So there was a point. In fact, I think Stevie said at one point, this has got to be one of the hardest challenges that you've ever had. So I think probably I would maybe say this. Preston was a hard one. What happened with that Preston save? Yeah, I took over Preston, got them into the Premier League. That was very tough. Couldn't do anything with them. And then that was on the PC, I think. In fact, it was on the PC. And then the file got corrupted, if I remember rightly. And I had to stop it anyway. I had no save for it. So, but Preston was very difficult into the Premier League. Right, okay. So how are we doing fitness-wise? We're all looking good. Morale's looking very, very nice indeed. Right, we can bring Ross back into the midfield. So that's good. And other than that, I think we're good to go. I mean, is there a position in the team that we're really low on? I mean, I suppose, how many goals has Wooly scored? She scored 8, 4 assists. Polly 13, 4 assists. So they're both doing all right. I mean, Wooly, I don't actually, she can play striker. She's only a 2.5 star. I mean, if there are any strikers on the market, they've got really good stats. That might be worth having a look at. Right, I think we're going to go with that. We don't need 2 central defenders on the bench now, so she can come on there. Gilmore, who's Nixon, Johnson, and Rutherford is still injured. Right, okay. We have got Williams to come in there, haven't we? So, Colm central defender. 1 goal, 2 assists, 7.11. Bonkers, centre half. Who can't get in the team now? Right, let's see if we can do Southampton. If there is anybody in the live stream who's not subscribed to my channel, my next target is 1,800 now. I did put 6 new subscribers on in the last live stream. I think if I put 6 on tonight, I could hit 1,800. But hit the notification bell at the same time as well, because I do have another save running with Lulatano over in Portugal. And those videos go up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. In fact, the latest one has gone up today. Let's push it up to positive. Come on, girls. Let's. Can we beat Southampton? Nice ball, that. Is that offside? Won't be at all surprised. That was a very nice goal if it wasn't offside. It's a lovely ball. It's been given, that. It's been given. This is a beautiful ball from Slater. Look at that. Inch perfect. She did look offside, Polly, but we'll take that one. Need to sort this defence out, though. I'm not quite sure. I mean, when we played Leicester, they cut through us like hot knife through butter. And yet, looking at the defence, it looks very solid. They all look very good players. Go on, Polly, you're away. You've got a bit of support coming. Oh no, they've slowed down now. They've stopped. You're going to have to do it all on your own. Oh, what a shame. "12 shots, 4 on target." We're doing quite nicely here, considering we're away from home. Heads, that's the one. Woolley at the far post, 2-0 up. Nice. I have to say at the moment, even if I did sign a striker, she'd probably have trouble getting into the team because I didn't really intend to play Woolley as a striker because I bought Meehan in and then was it Whitehead? What's she called? White. Can't read it. What does it say? White foot or something like that. I meant to have one called. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Right, 2-0. Okay, that's very nice indeed. Right, Slater's looking very tired already. It's nice when you bring players in, though, isn't it, for nothing, and then somebody comes in and buys them. I mean, obviously, for long term, she probably is going to be a very good player, but at this moment in time, we do need the money. Well, I think we've got the points here. Although Leicester were 3-0 up, weren't they? And we scored 3 goals against them. Well, let's make some changes. In fact, I think we'll drop into our more defensive strategy. Right, Bolt can come on. See, if I have got money like 24-year-old, I mean, she's okay. Maybe we could do better at right fullback. Mustaki can come on. Let's just make sure everything's right here. Yeah. Right, let's try and hold on to this 2-0 now. And this format, this tactic should make them less tired as well. Strange ball from Kinzit. Oh, I thought it was going to drop over the goalkeeper then. Right, okay. What is Whitefoot like anyway? Okay. Let's bring Whitefoot on up top. That's James Evans as well. Let's bring her on. Right, I can only make one more now. And let's bring Williams on and she can just sit in there. Let's do that. Williams, Whitefoot. I feel a little bit better now because I've got a little bit more cover. You're one of my favourite YouTubers. Yeah, I think it's my age, Daniel. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's fine. When I started the YouTube thing on the PC, I didn't really know how it would go because I thought, the only person I know who plays Football Manager who's kind of round my age is old man Phil, and he does all right, but he does a lot of analysis videos. But I didn't really know how it'd go, and I mean, it is a bit of a slog sometimes, but like I say, I think it's my age, and it's like obviously you're 16 and you're finding it entertaining. I'm guessing a lot of 16-year-olds would jump into the live stream, see that I'm an old man, and jump straight back out again and not really give it too much of a go. So, and that's fine. I mean, I can't complain about that really. I suppose I'm lucky really to have the number of subscribers that I've got. Um, but it's a weird one because like obviously to do. I mean, I have watched a lot of YouTubers who are doing okay, and I mean not to be horrible about it, but they can't talk in front of camera. Um, the quality of of their production is not great. Um, but then it's weird because when I was your age at 16, I was so quiet. If anybody said anything to me, I would go and hide in a cupboard. Um, but it's only been in recent years where I've kind of. I think it's one of those, like when you're younger, you're very self conscious, aren't you? And I was always very self conscious. But the older you get, the more you realise doesn't really give a damn if somebody calls me a clown on stream. Who gives a monkeys? You know, unk and all of that kind of thing. It doesn't really, and that's happened twice now. But when they come in and do something like that, and they realise I take the Mickey out of them, and it doesn't bother me, then they just leave. They don't bother then. So, but I mean, it's very nice of you to say that, and I would like to get a little bit more recognition. But like I say, I do think it's my age that is against it. Right, okay, well, that was a very nice win, that. So what have Bristol City going on, doing a little bit of a, because we're only 4 points behind them now. Let's just give that a save before we have a look. Right, so Bristol City have lost the last 2 games. So we're 4 points behind them now. I am very tempted to try and strengthen the squad a bit more as well. It's in your age though. It's really fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I have watched a few YouTubers who are very deadpan. The delivery's not great. The quality's not there, and that's not a criticism. I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but then you know, I mean, I try to keep mine quite light and a bit fun, and just keep talking. Interacting with the chat is very important because you've got to make people feel involved. So I always try and do that. Who's this Hannah Silk got 1,200? Her mentals are not amazing though, although she is playing at Liverpool. I mean, I keep looking at her with it. She's like 5'11" for a women's goalkeeper. That's very, very good. Spirit of Soul, my age. It's really nice. I enjoy trying to. Uh... Yeah, well, so that comes from having grandchildren because the greatest joy in the world is having grandkids who you've got a connection with, and so one of the reasons my personality got so much better, that was like 12 years ago. My oldest granddaughter now started dancing, and then my youngest granddaughter, well, at the moment, she's the youngest, but she started dancing as well. And obviously, I was a bit of a videographer, a bit of a taking photographs and stuff like that. So we joined this dance school, and then we started doing competitions. And the owner of the dance school found out I was a computer repair man, so I did a few jobs for him. And then we were at a competition at Blackpool Tower one day, and I'd helped him with one or two of his videos. That he always made videos of his competitions, and I'd helped him with a few of them. And he just turned around to me and he said, "Do you fancy having a go at the videoing at Blackpool Tower? Just get up on stage and video." And I was a bag of nerves, so much so that I had to use editing software afterwards to take the shake out of the camera. But what that did for me was it gave me loads of confidence, because when I've got a camera in my hand or a camera in front of me, I'm really confident. Um, and then that was it then for like 4 or 5 years, up until COVID. I became the photographer and videographer for the dance school. So I was wandering around the ballroom at Blackpool Tower, videoing, photographing. It was just great. Now my grandsons are playing football. They're in a team. I'm the photographer, videographer for them as well. So, and it's really brought me out. It's really kind of made me confident. So, and I've got so much in common with my grandkids. It's just great. I can't speak for anyone else, but when you have kids, everything changes. You have grandkids, will be the same. It does, Mike. I mean, having kids changes your life. I mean, I was brought up in an all-male household. Obviously, there was my mother, but other than that, it was three boys and my dad. Um, I went to an all boys secondary school. So me and girls were like oil and water. I just didn't know what they were, how to get on with them, how to speak to them, or anything. One of the worst things I think was sending me to an all boys secondary school, because I just didn't have a clue with females. And then our first child was a girl, and it taught me so much. It really did teach me so much. Um, and now I've got a new granddaughter being born in 2 weeks. I can't wait for that. I'm absolutely over the moon. So I'll have three granddaughters then, three grandsons, three granddaughters. And they're just amazing. When I watch my grandsons playing football, they're so confident. They're so confident. They're not quiet on the pitch. They'll shout, they'll ask for the ball, they'll have a go at the manager even. And I just love it. I absolutely love it. My grandkids they're just amazing. They're just absolutely amazing. And because I'm into photography, and my youngest granddaughter at the moment, she was doing a few photographs on her phone, and really realised that she liked it. So her dad bought her a new camera. In fact, he bought her the Canon one that I've got, with the long reach lens and the short reach lens. So she started using that now as well. And that's another bonding thing. So she's like, "Grandad, can you show me how to do this? Grandad, what do you think about this picture?" It's just great. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. She's listed for sale. I am very tempted with Lucy Thomas. 26-year-old. She's 5'11". Positioning of 14. Obviously got good aerial reach, command of the area, communication. Handling's okay. Kicking I'm not bothered about, because we pass out from the back. Reflexes could be a bit better. She's on 1,600 though. But how long is she going to be on the market? Because it took me ages to find a keeper. 5'11". That could make the difference. It could really make the difference, that. Does it tell you here? I mean, weirdly, Jackie Burns has got a better aerial reach. How tall is she, Jackie Burns? 5'8". So she is 3 inches taller than her, isn't she? Why is she only 4,000? Although to be fair, looking, she's made 2 appearances and conceded 5. But I mean, that could be the defence, couldn't it? Where are Birmingham? They're 12th in the WSL, so they're near the bottom. What are they saying about her? She's organised the defence, not very well at Birmingham, but fairly consistent performer. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, and the other thing, Mike, as well is that when you have kids. I mean, I don't. Obviously, I can't speak for anybody else, but we were quite lucky in many ways because more or less as soon as my daughter was born, um, we decided to buy our first business. So we bought a newsagent out in Winsford, and then from there on, we just bought and sold shops. So we always worked together, but we were always there for school holidays and everything. So very, very fortunate in that respect. But even so, some of the shops that we had were very busy. And I mean, like when my son was born, my daughter then started looking after my son while we were in the shop. And I think it's a fact of life that when you're working, and today it's even worse than ever, isn't it? Because lives are very, very busy, and I don't think you have the time to spend as much as you would like with your kids. When you have grandkids, it's totally different because you have all the time in the world, and it's not just time; it's like concentration. Like my daughter played a little bit of guitar, and I spent a little bit of time with her when she was younger, but not as much as I would like. My granddaughter now plays guitar, and she'll bring a guitar down, and it'll be like, "Oh, I've learnt this new song, Grandad," and I can really sit there and focus on it and watch the chords that she's playing. And she's a much better guitar player than I've ever been. And it's just having that time to just concentrate and be with them mentally, which I don't think you get as much as you would like with your own kids. See, even she's had 20 appearances, but she's conceded 28. Only 6 clean sheets, 6.88. I mean, is it a goalkeeping problem that we're having? Because the other goalkeepers that we've got are. So we've got Frankie Angel, who I think she's the one that came in, isn't she? And we've got Courtney Ingram. So the backup goalkeepers are not that great, really. The problem is, if I sign her now, is she going to get disgruntled if she doesn't get too much game time between now and the end of the season? I don't know what to do at all. Because if you go in here and you put goalkeepers in and you do general height, let's go 5'11". We would need them to be UK or Irish. I mean, there are more now than there was when I was looking, but if you look at that, Lucy Thomas is the best goalkeeper there, star rating wise. Darcy Gray, not great. And going into the Premier League, if we manage to get there, (5'11" goalkeeper. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. The only problem is she's on 1,600 a week. I'm imagining she's going to want in excess of 2K, which might be a problem. Oh, 1,200 to 1,600. Okay. She's not an important player, right? 1,500 a week. See, look, it exceeds the board. Oh, 1,100. That's a shame. I mean, the agent's fee will have to come off. We don't do agent's fees. Yeah, we're not going to get her, are we? Because I mean, the ultimate aim of this is to get in the WSL 1, and we may well need two very good goalkeepers. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. If there is anybody in the stream who's not subscribed, then I am aiming for 1,800 subscribers next. The big target is 2,000, but yeah, and hit the notification bell as well while you're there, because I do have another save running with Lulatano over in Portugal, and those videos go up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. In fact, there's one just gone up today. Right, Gilmore wants first team football as well now. You see, the thing is, we don't really need her now that we've got Graham. We don't really need it. Don't really need her. I've got a feeling as well, you know, we got her on, she's worth 30k. Well, we've got that goalkeeper, so that's going to be interesting. That is going to be very interesting. I mean, we could actually let Frankie Graham go now, couldn't we? She's on £500 a week. I mean, not that, I mean, I'm wasting my time here because the game won't let me sell her, but, you know. See, I mean, generally, most of the players that I've got, if I sell them, I will make money on because we've brought most of them in to on free contracts. So, okay, next game is Sunderland. I did think we'd get through a lot more games tonight, but for some reason we haven't done. Mind you, we had that really long break. It's been a bit of a button clicking exercise, hasn't it? Sunderland, Durham, and Notts Forest. Where are Sunderland? 5th. Okay. So they'll be looking to beat us to try and gain a little bit of ground on us. They're 4 points behind us. But interestingly, are 4 points behind. So does that mean Bristol City? That's not automatic promotion, then, is it? That's got a blue line. Yeah, top playoff. So as it stands at the moment, Bristol City will go into a playoff. My record in playoffs is not very good. So you basically need to win the league then to get promoted automatically. It's going to be a tall order with teams coming out of the Prem. It's going to be a very tall order, that. I mean, it is about time we started turning Bristol City over. When do we play them? Oh, we don't. Oh, yes, we do. It's there. It is away from home, though. Okay, thanks for coming in, Daniel. Yeah, thanks very much, Daniel. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for your contributions. Right, okie dokie. So is anybody in here who we need to? Gilmore, Ingham, North, Humphreys, Nixon. We've got quite a squad here now, haven't we? Oh, Rutherford needs to come back in. Right foot. Thanks, Daniel. Well, let's give that a save. Let's go into this game. I mean, I don't think we're good enough to go on an unbeaten run. That's the problem. So overtaking Bristol City is going to be a bit of a tall order. Okay. Let's see what we can do against these. We are at home, and what we've done there, absolutely clattered a Sunderland player. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to be a bit ruthless, I think, because I do like this new keeper that I've signed. I'm going to have to be a little bit ruthless here. I'm probably going to have to be more ruthless at Portsmouth Ladies than I've been in many other, because we're obviously not a very fancy team, and to get us into a position of strength, I think I'm going to have to be a bit ruthless. What's that? We repair. I really want to buy this game now. Do you really? You can actually, if on the PlayStation, you can get it for free at the moment, I think. It is a good game, mate. I mean, it's got its drawbacks, and it's very slimmed down from the PC version, but it's got its drawbacks. And if you get it now, you can practice before FM27 comes out. Oh, big hoof from Slater. I used to play the older football managers on PC. Don't have the time for the full version. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's because it is slimmed down. You do on PS5. I think it's on the PlayStation Store or something like that. Somebody did say the other day they picked it up for free. So you're playing FIFA again. Yeah, not bad at all, Stevie. Not bad at all. We had a bonkers game against Leicester in the FA Cup. And I had no expectations for it as well, and they cut through as like hot knife through butter. Scored 3 goals, and I was just talking to the chat. I thought, we're out of this now. I'm not bothered. And then we scored 3 goals and got it to 3-3. Went into extra time, no goals. Went into pens. We beat them on pens. So we're in the fifth round now of the FA Cup, but we are playing United, so yeah. But as for the league, not going bad at all. Bristol City are on a 2-game losing streak at the moment, so we're only 4 points behind them. I have just signed a new goalkeeper, by the way. Birmingham's backup goalkeeper, but she's 5'11", so that could be the difference. Only paid less than 4,000 for her. So I've got 2 very good goalkeepers. Come on, can we get this goal back? Oh, nice finish. Nice finish from Polly. That's got it back to 1-1. Right, let's address the team. 1-1. I'm going to say disappointed, because that always seems to fire them up a bit, that. Right, come on, girls. Let's Let's get this second goal and put the game to bed. They have come for all guns fighting though, aren't they, Sunderland? It's to be expected. I'm in the 5th, so they will want to try and beat us to maybe try and leapfrog us. I think they're 4 points behind us. Played Slater. Oh, that's looking promising. Oh, Primer. Oh, my word. Let's go attacking. Let's give them a demand more. It's quite a close game, this, isn't it? All the stats and everything are very, very tight. Right, both wing backs tired again. Starkey, Bull. Let's bring Rutherford on and push her a bit further forward. What we'll do is we'll make Kins at the DLP, and then these two here can get a bit further forward. Central midfielder, Rutherford, attacking midfielder. Right, so I mean Rutherford. Can I? No, hold on a minute. Let's do that. The Primer, right. Right, let's see if we can get a winner out of this game. 8 FIFA as well, but the wingman knows I used to play it at all times, so he always wants help. Yeah, I mean it's FIFA's massive amongst the. I mean my two grandsons play it all the time. I quite like FIFA. It's all right. It gets a bit tedious. I mean, this game I can play this all day and not get bored at all. I do get bored with FIFA. So have you found it? We repair it. You can't. You're supposed to be able to get the game free. I don't know whether you still can or not. Tap. Oh, that was a tap in then. Right, how many changes have we got left? 2. Let's bring Whitefoot on up front. And let's bring Williams on. Let's make her an attacking midfielder. I think it's only free if you have the online subscription. Ah, right. I mean, you can buy it reasonably cheaply from CX. Are you looking at the console version or the PC version? Because you can pick the console version up quite cheap on CX. Come on, girls. Could do with a win here. I mean, it's asking a lot, I know, because I know where we've come from, and we've come from being absolutely dire. That's a bloody good ball, that. That's good. Oh, Burns, you've done well there. Console being a family man, I've not got time for the whole baby. Yeah, yeah, I understand that, mate. But like I say, you can pick it up on the CX second hand. No, it was destined to be a 1-1, that, wasn't it? That's a shame, because I'm guessing Bristol City will have won. So, where are we? No, they're not played. They're not even played, I don't think. Yeah, I'm going to be angry about that. Sorry, girls, but you're going to have to get used to that. You know, I like winning games, and if I don't, then right, okay, so that's pushed us down into fourth now, and Bristol City did win their game. So, right, okay, well, it is what it is. Did they win their game, Bristol City? Yeah. It was Leicester who drew. Yeah, Ipswich are the form team at the moment. Ipswich have come through. But we're doing okay. I can't really complain too much. We're doing okay. Around when is the next game now? 7th of Feb. Right, okay. Let's let them get some training in, I think. Did I save it? Can't remember whether I saved it or not. I tell you again, we used to play as a family when I was married. When my son was a lot younger, Broken Sword. We used to love Broken Sword. It's fantastic. How's Everton ladies doing? It's a very good question. I don't. What league are they in? Are they in? Oh, they're in the WSL. They are 8th at the moment. Yeah, 8th. It's quite a useful watch, this, isn't it, really? So Chelsea are top, City is second, then Arsenal, then London City. So the bottom teams are Newcastle and Palace. So Newcastle then go into this playoff then, don't they? So is that a one-off playoff game then? Between, at the moment, it would be Newcastle and Bristol City, wouldn't it? Palace go down automatically. I love the Broken Sword games. Yeah, me too. I mean, they're quite primitive, aren't they? But if a new one came out tomorrow, I'd buy it and play it. I love those like puzzling games. They're remaking Broken Sword 2 for the PS5, really? I mean, that would be worth buying, I think. I might get that. Oh my word. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. If there is anybody who's not subscribed, if you could subscribe to my channel, I am aiming for 1,800 subs now, so that's my next target. 2,000's the big one, but I did put 6 new subs on Wednesday night. I think if I put 6 on tonight, I will hit 1,800. But while you're there, hit the notification bell, because I have another save goes up with Lulatano over in Portugal. You know what? Whenever I do that, they never give it to me. So you know what, Angela? You can have a mutual termination. There you go. Because, no, we don't want to do that one. Yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I try to play fair and the game doesn't. So, recently completed the first one on PS5. They're great games, Broken Sword, aren't they? You used to be able to I don't know, am I thinking of the right game? You used to be able to get them all like on one, you know, the whole caboodle. So how we're looking now anyway, 34k in the event with 2,000 overdrawn in the wage budget. So do we move that in here? 16.4. I mean, we may as well do that, mightn't we? We're still 1,300 over, but it is what it is. So what have we got left now? We've got Durham, Notts Forest. I think we'll play those two games and then we'll come back on Monday for the Manchester United FA Cup 5th round. I don't really want to end the evening on that one. So I'll play Durham and Notts Forest and then we'll call it a day. And then, to be honest, that probably leaves us quite nicely then for Monday night. We'll have 1, 2, 3. We'll have 6 games to play Monday night and that probably will sort it out, won't it? Because tonight we played 1, 2, 3. We've actually only played 4 tonight. Although if we play these 2, that'll be 6. So that balances it up quite nicely. So let's just play these 2 games, I think. And then we'll come back on Monday for the Manchester United FA Cup game. Semi-final of the League Cup is City and Chelsea. Big game, that one. And City did it in extra time, 3-2. Well, that's a bad injury. Jess Woolley's injured. Let's hope that's not too long. 5 to 9 days, so she's going to miss the next game. Jasmine Bull injured. 3 weeks. I've got into City, into La Liga, and now really struggling to improve the team. Into City. Right. Yeah, it's a problem, isn't it, Steve? Yeah. I think I'm going to get that problem with Lulitano because you do get to that level, don't you, where you're thinking, can I improve this team now? And I think there's maybe a bit of luck involved as well, isn't there? In maybe being able to pick up some really good players on free transfers or get a really good loan player in. But you've done well there, getting them into La Liga. Charlton have just beaten Bristol City. So we could go 3 points behind them then with a win against Durham. Durham are 8th. How many loans can you have? Not quite sure, actually. It doesn't say anything at all about loans. So I'm guessing no limit. I don't know. 3 promotions in a row all through the playoffs. And now our squad not good enough or ready for this league. That is a problem, isn't it, Steve? I've had that many times where you're thinking, actually, like even if you're in the Prem and you look like Europa League or Champions League and you're thinking, we're not good enough for Champions League, let's get Europa League. But I know what you mean. Yeah, not ready for it. But you've done 3 promotions all in the playoffs. Bloody hell. My record in the playoffs is not great at all. Okay, Whitefoot is going to have to play up top then. And we're going to have to bring somebody else in now that James Evans can come in, I think. We're all still looking okay, aren't we? Whitefoot is not looking the greatest. Target forward, how high is she? How tall is she? 5'8". You know what? With her speed, I might play her as a deep lying forward. How's Rouse playing as that deep line playmaker? 4 goals, 2 assists, 7.18. Kind of wondering as well whether to put that new keeper in. And give her a bit of a run out. I don't want her complaining, really. She likes to play ball playing as well. Oh, Bull's injured. Gordon Bennett. Let's put Burns on the bench anyway. Let's bring Lovett in. Right, okay, let's see if we can. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. I'm doing not too bad this season now. Last season was a bit of a nightmare, although we did end up finishing 5th, so we did all right. We drew the last game. That's not ideal because we dropped 2 points there. Durham should be beatable. Durham should be easily beatable. Taken Graham. Nice. Oh, that was poor. Oh, they're on a breakaway now from that. I mean, oh, what? Oh, dear me. That was a poor miss, that. I've had 3 shots through. Come on, girls. What are you doing? Can we start playing football here? Yeah, that really approved the team want wages discount. But yeah, I know when you're in that position as well, the other thing you get is you think you've signed a really good player, and then when you click into it, they don't want to come because you're not good enough. Nightmare. Hi mate, how are you doing? So my first time to play FM, but on mobile. Can you share a little tips for a newbie like me? I have never played the game on mobile, mate. I've only ever played it on PC or on console. I mean, tips. Depends who you're managing, really. I suppose one good tip would be, if you're managing a team that's not massively fancied and you've not got a lot of money, look out for 1st of July free transfers. They're your best friend. Post oofed. Out of the ground. I've never seen that before. And the ball's come back in again. Never seen that before. I think the biggest tip I could give is don't give up, because I gave up a lot when I first started playing the game. I'm going to be angry about that. I'm not happy with that at all. Which do I prefer, PC or console? PC, I think. Yeah, PC. I think if they sorted the staffing out on this, I think it would be very level for me. If we had a much more comprehensive staffing, because the transfer system is the same whether it's PC or console. But I like them both. I mean, even though this is a slimmed down version, I still think there's enough in it to keep people interested. Right, all of a sudden, that switch has been flicked and we're not scoring goals now. This is 2 games now where we've not scored. Played. Can we do something productive with it now? Nice ball. Go on, Whitefoot. Show us what you can do. Yes. Nice goal. Right, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to drop into the second tactic. Not taking any chances at all. Starkey in there. Does look a lot closer to the PC than the previous game. Oh, it is, mate. Yeah, it's definitely a lot closer. The graphics are so much better. But the staffing, one of the good things with the PC version that I always used to enjoy was getting your staffing right. Getting your attacking coaches in, defensive coaches, goalkeeping coaches, and then you get your oh no, that's not meant to happen. That bloody hell! I'm gonna have to go back now to this one again. Yeah, and it is a bit Mickey Mouse in it's a bit Mickey Mouse in the console version. Is it not? Oh, it's not Burns, it's Bull. Oh, I've dropped a bit of a clanger there. Burns is the goalkeeper. Right, okay. Making a bit of a hash of this one. Let's bring Cone on there. Let's just try something a little bit different. The game is telling me that I need to do something different. Cons, but you extra mail that the PC has. Don't miss the interviews at all. It is swings and roundabouts all the time, isn't it? It's definitely swings and roundabouts. I'm going to get a player sent off now. Right, let's give that a go. How long's left? There's enough time, but we are down to 10 men now. Right, okay. Primer, Owen, Rutherford, Kinzit, and Cole. Having to talk, yeah. I mean, there is a lot to be said for the fact that, you know, the PC version is very comprehensive, but then there are things in it that are, because it is so comprehensive, that you can do without. And I definitely don't miss those, but I'm enjoying the console version. I just wish they'd sort the staffing out, give us a bit more comprehensive staffing, and I think I would be quite happy then. It looks like we're going to drop points again for the second game on the trot, and it's a shame because Bristol City are dropping points as well. We've lost it 2-1 against Durham. That should have been a very easy win, that one. Oh, we're even giving the ball away now. I mean, that usually means that they're much better, but they're not. They're not a better team than we are. Happy with staffing, registered rules, and of course the GG official clipboard squad planner. Yep, the GG official squad. What did he say? Yeah, I mean the clipboard squad planner exactly. Sounds good to me. To be able to rename your player, give them nicknames would be good. You can nickname your players in the console version, mate. Red cards done you there. Yeah, it has. Yeah, it's yeah, absolutely. And that's, I mean, I was like that whether to sign it. This keeper's slightly better and 3 inches taller than the other girl that I bought, and I've signed her and put her in goal, and she's conceded 3. So we've got absolutely done. And what's happening now? Have we got an injury as well now? Whitefoot is injured. Right, okay. So you basically screwed me there then. Absolutely screwed. Angry. Oh, we were looking for a brief moment. We were looking at that second spot, but that's kind of put paid to that one, hasn't it, really? Hiya, Stuart. Oh, you just got back from the cinema. Oh, I remember you were going to, you said you were going to the cinema. Right, let's give that a save. Right, let's have a look. Right, okay. I think the time is I broke the curse of not winning a cup today. We won the Coppa Italia with Napoli. See, it was a good move, that, wasn't it, Stuart? Yeah, we were doing all right, Stuart, but all of a sudden, we're not. We had an incredible game against Leicester in the Cup. We were losing that 3-0. got it back to 3-3, took it to pens and beat them. So we're now playing United in the final, in the 5th round. But the last 2 results, we were just about getting up to Bristol City in 2nd place, and now it's all gone now. Into 4th place now, 30 points. Bristol City have lost another game though. Their form's not great at the moment. 2 wins out of the last 5. Same as us really, I suppose. Ipswich, even Ipswich got beat as well. Right, when is that next game now? 14th. I'll watch that last game back in a minute. Absolutely bonkers, Stuart. Absolutely bonkers. It's Leicester, so I knew we weren't going to win it. And they cut through as like hot knife through butter, bump, 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 3 goals, and thought, right. So I was just concentrating on the chat. I was just talking to people and answering. And then a goal went in. I thought, no, okay, consolation. Went back to the chat. 2nd goal went in. And I'm like, what? 3rd goal went in. Went to extra time. No goals scored. Went to penalties and won it on penalties. My keeper, who's only 5'8", did actually save one. The Whitefoot's out for 3 months now. They're crafty, aren't they? The game's crafty. So the Spurs came in for me and out of the blue. So I had 4 strikers. So they came in for me and I thought, that's good money. We'll accept that. Now they've taken the other striker out for 3 months. The game is so crafty in it. Absolutely. Playoffs in WSL2, yes, there is. It's changed this season. So 1st goes up automatically. 2nd goes into a one-off playoff game with the 2nd to bottom out of the WSL, which when I looked before was Newcastle, I think. But I don't think we're going to... I mean, you never know. We might do. There's plenty of football to play yet, but I don't think we're going to do it. I think the game needs to recognise us as a better team than we are. One thing that annoys me is that my Napoli, it's in the woodwork like 20 times a game. Yeah, I know, Stuart. It's things that they put in the game, isn't it? I mean, you know, like FM24, like corners. They always do something in each one, don't they? That's really overpowered. Angel now is injured. Is she Frankie Angel? She's one of the goalkeepers, isn't she? North wants first team football. I'll find a new club for you as soon as I can. I'll be very surprised if we get any offers for her. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. Clicks on my screen tonight have been very, very low. On Wednesday, I got well over 200, 133 tonight. So very, very poor. If there is anybody in the stream who's not subscribed to my channel, I am looking at 1,800 subs next. So I think if I got 6 new ones tonight, I would hit that 1,800. Well, while you're there, hit the notification bell, because I have another Save with Lulitano over in Portugal. Those videos go up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Big game, this one. Bristol City, 2nd place. Leicester 1st. Leicester are walking it, actually, aren't they? By the looks of it. See what happens. Yeah, Leicester beat them 2-0. Opportunity here to go 3 points behind them. Still can never win these. Well, knocked out in the playoffs against the mediocre Girona. Does not want me to win. Yeah, I know, Stuart. It's very frustrating, isn't it? Very frustrating. It's like that last game I just played there, though. I mean, we were playing Durham. Should have been a very easy game for us. We got a player sent off and a player injured, and we were down to nine girls in the end. 9 girls on the pitch, and then we just got battered in the end. There's not a lot you can do, is there, really? You press the button and you haven't got a clue what's going to happen. And as per usual, Mustaki has been handed an extra 2 games. Neat. Right, okay, this will be the last game of the evening now, Notts Forest. We will come back on Monday evening for the 5th round of the FA Cup against Manchester United. But it balances out quite nicely because we should finish the season on Monday night. And then it will be another... How are we doing bank now? See, it's dropped to 18,000 now. And we are 1,300 over in the wage budget. Who's going at the end of the season anyway? Let's just have a quick look. So what we in 27? So we're losing Lovett. She's never played for us. Bull, no great loss there. Lucy Johnson, no great loss there. Frankie Angel, no great loss. Jess Woolley has scored goals for us this season. Greta Humphreys, not really played. Maddie North, no. Courtney Ingram and Lily Whitefoot. Okay, so that's going to save us in the region of what's that? 3, 8, 1,200, 1,600, 2, 1, 2, 6. It's about 3, 2, 3, 3, isn't it? You've got more money in the bank than me. I've got 93 mil in the red. Oh God, yeah. I mean, you will, won't you? If you know, obviously the money it scales, doesn't it? Right. Okay. So Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are 9th. Okay. So I'm going to just try something a little bit different here because things have gone a little bit pear-shaped. Let's make her a winger. We'll bring Owen on that side as a winger. So I think she's quite a decent player, isn't she? Very quick. Right, okay, so we've got 2 wingers. Polly's playing up front. Whitefoot. Do we play Rutherford? Let's play Rutherford up there, but as a shadow striker, second striker. Ross and Kins are in here. Graham Ferguson, Slater, Wilding. Let's change the goalkeeper back. I mean, she let 3 goals in, and she's my goalkeeper going forward, so that's not great. Right, we've got suspensions and injuries. Let's bring Woolley in. Who else have we got? Humphreys, maybe for Mustaki. Let's make a full back there. Let's hold them back a little bit. Right, okay, Notts Forest it is. I need to check the out of possession. Good job I checked that. Bremer. Rutherford can just drop deep. Owen, Kinzert, Ross. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, last game of the evening, this one now, and we'll come back on Monday. If there is anybody who's not subscribed, I'm looking for 1,800 subscribers next. May be able to get that tonight if enough people click the button. Okay, we're away from home. Careful. Steady on. Has that girl there got ginger hair with a black ponytail? No, we've given the ball away. Oh, what's happening here? What's happening all of a sudden? We were on a really good run as well. What's happened? Nearly 20 minutes. We've had 2 shots. Stepping up a little bit now. Go on, Primer. Yes. Can always rely on Polly. Okay, 10 minutes to half time. Can we get another one just before half time? Come on, give us that just before half time highlight. Come on, 46 minutes and 30 seconds. No. Angry again. Seems like Polly scores every game. She's a very, very good striker. But the Football Manager switch has been flicked. And we were doing very well. And now all of a sudden, we can't win a game. That last game was criminal. Got a player sent off, a player injured, down to nine girls in the team. You're never going to win a game, are you, like that? Come on, send it back in again. Oh, nice. Slide it across. Polly's there. Taken Burns. Any chance she leaves if you don't get promoted? I've had no messages, Stuart, so I've had no messages. I got proper FM the other day. A player forced off by injury. He's forced off by injury 2 minutes later. We're not getting a win out of this one, are we? Polly's hit somebody's ankles and now somebody's hit the post. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen this game many times before. Okay, Primer's tired, Owen's tired. Right, let's bring Woolley on up top. And Rouse can come on in midfield. The goal's coming. I like your enthusiasm there, Stevie. I like your enthusiasm. I'm just changing it again a bit. In fact, shall we just go into that? So Polly, Woolley, Rutherford, Kinzer and Ross. Let's make her the playmaker. She can just be a central midfielder. Right, Woolley. Kinzet. Ross, Rutherford and Rouse. Browning, Graham. Okay. We need to go attacking. I'll be very surprised if we get a winner in this one. Very surprised. No, they're not giving enough highlights, are they? Oh, and I made 2 changes. Right, okay. Let's bring Williams on for Kinzit. Let's go 2 in the middle. And Homer can drop in there. I've got those on wing back, so that's all right. I've not put Bull on the bloody bench again. Let's put Lovett there. No, the game's decided we ain't getting the points out of this one. Okay, so Monday night we come back and play Manchester United ladies in the I do wish this game wasn't so predictable. Come on, prove me wrong. Give us a goal now. Prove me wrong. I dare you. Go on. Prove me wrong. No. See, you can tell it. No corner. No. No, it shouldn't be that predictable, I'm afraid. It's very poor, that. Gonna have to be angry again. Ella Rutherford, who is a very, very good player, on a 6. Right, okay. So Sunderland have gone above us now. I think probably the way things are going, we're not going to have improved from last season. I think we're probably going to end up finishing 5th because we're on a bad run now. So if that continues, then that's a shame. It's a shame. We were looking at maybe getting on parity with Bristol City, but they've screwed me there. Barely a highlight, never mind a goal. Yeah, but Stevie, we've all played Football Manager. I could predict there that wasn't. I was like, prove me wrong, but it doesn't. When the game doesn't want you to score a goal, like Polly there scores goals for fun. She had a chance there in the second half, and she swiveled, turned, and it hit somebody's ankles and bounced out. And you know that you're not going to win the game. The game has flicked that switch, and it shouldn't be like that. But I mean, maybe it's just the match engine that is very poor at displaying things. I don't know. It probably is. I mean, Notts Forest are 9th. They've lost 7 games this season. Oh, well, it is what it is. Right, when's the next? Oh, it's the Manchester United game, isn't it, next? I mean, look at this, what they've done to us here. And I've not done that. We're playing the same team and formation we were playing when we did all of this. And all of this. Then all of a sudden, we can't win a game. 21st of February. 21st of February. Right, okay. I think I will give them a little bit of rest before that. The game could have something up its sleeve. Maybe we're going to beat Manchester United. Who knows? We'll give them 3 days, I think. So what is the key findings from that then? Let's have a look. Let's have a chuckle. Performing much better than average. Performing better than average. Performing much better. Creative. And Molly Rouse is performing well. Key statistics for the right. Well, in tackling statistics, separated from the pack. Hannah Conn is performing well above average. Jenna Ferguson well above average. Right, okay. Team attacking. Can I get any more on that? Takes a high number of shots per 90 minutes compared to average. Yeah, I know, Stuart. Yeah. As soon as I came back, you've not won any games. I'll give Monday a miss. Oh, brilliant. What about creativity? Molly Rouse is performing well above average in Keaton. Scores a high number of non goals. Completes an average number of progressive passes. Okay, well, it is what it is. We've gone on a very bad run there. I'm a bit disappointed, really, because it's looking very much like if that's going to stay like that now on this bad run, we might not even finish fifth. I was hoping this season we'd get into the top three. I didn't expect to get promoted, but I thought top three, that's a little bit of, and let's move on from that. But how many games have we got left now, league season? Let's have a look. Wrong one. Fixture schedule. So apart from the United game, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 league games left. One of them is Bristol City, and one of them is Ipswich. So 2 very tough games there. But then, we can't even beat Durham, who were near the bottom. We can't even beat Forest, who were near the bottom. I mean, Sunderland, fair dues, they were 5th, I think, when we played them. Oh, went pear-shaped from there. Lovely 3-0 win against Southampton, and then the wheels came off. No idea. No idea. Answers on a postcard. Right, let's give that a save. So we'll be back on Monday night, 7:30, and we'll play the last. We'll play United in the fifth round of the FA Cup, and then play the last 5 games, and then we'll see where that stands us, because we are losing about 10 players at the end of the season who are out of contract, and be looking to replace those. I am hoping that new keeper I've signed he's not going to be a lemon. I was like that. I thought, should I? 4K? Why is she 4K? She should be more than that. She's a good keeper. 5'11". But maybe that's the reason. Football Manager always does things for a reason, doesn't it? And okay, yeah, thanks for coming in, Stuart, for a short space of time. Okay, going to end the stream there. If you've not subscribed, please try and help me to get to 1,800 subscribers. The big target is 2,000, obviously, but I am picking subscribers up on the live streams. So thanks, Stevie, for coming in, mate. And yeah, my big target is 1,800 at the moment. So please subscribe to my channel. It really helps. And we're back on Monday night, 7:30, and we'll do it all again. So thanks very much, and we'll see you on Monday.